Hello, children. How are you? I hope all of you are doing fine. Today, we are going to do a very interesting story, the third level, which is the first chapter of your class 12 textbook with stars. Before we begin the story, let me ask you a question. This is regarding your hobby. What is your favorite pastime? No wonder many of you must be missing playing in open playgrounds nowadays. Do you know, children, that hobbies keep on changing with the changes in society? Just as stamp collecting was very popular in the beginning of the 20th century, it is now being replaced by online games and science fiction. Science fiction often makes use of time machines or time portals to transport characters to the past or future. Just imagine, like a movie character, if you ever get a chance to ride a time machine or break through the time portal, where will you like to travel? Will it be in the age of dinosaurs? Or will you like to see how the prehistoric man looked? Or will it be the traveling to the age of robotics or some alien planet? Jack Finney, the author of the third level, was an American writer who excelled in writing literature of science fiction. His famous thrillers include The Body Snatchers and Time and Again. These famous novels of Finney later even became the basis of famous Hollywood movies. Finney used the theme of time travel to travel the past, a theme of time travel which has been once again used in our present short story. The third level is going to make an interesting tale. Now, my dear children, tell me, have you ever thought why do the short stories appeal so much to us? Is it not because short stories seem to answer something very deep in our own nature? During the duration of its telling, a short story creates a special atmosphere where some essence of our own experience is extrapolated. The third level by Jack Finney is set in the New York of 1950s. It was a time when the world had already witnessed two horrible world wars. These devastating wars had irreversible bad consequences on the people. They had become more anxious, more fearful, and tended to escape this grim reality by various means. The story has three characters: Charlie, the narrator, who can be said to be a true representative of the modern man, his loving and caring wife Loisa, and the third character is Sam, who is Charlie's psychiatrist friend. One can, in fact, say time is one of the main characters of the story. The story begins in a mock serious tone when Charlie narrates a strange incident in a sarcastic tone. One fateful evening, after working late at his office, he hurried and decided to take subway from Vanderbilt Avenue to the Grand Central Station. After crossing the first and second level, Charlie felt lost as he crossed the arched doorway which led to a lonely subway. In fact, he feels that the Grand Central Station has become like a tree which keeps on growing new corridors and stairs similar to branches and offshoots. In order to search for the train that would take him home, Charlie walks down a corridor, hearing the empty sounds of only his own footsteps. He finds that he had reached an architecturally an old station which was completely different from the first and second level of the Grand Central. The station seemed smaller, it had fewer ticket counters, and had wooden information booth. People were dressed in old-fashioned outfits, and the brass batons, which were no longer there in modern times, were seen there. When Charlie saw flickering open flame gas lights, he realized he had traveled back in older times. To double check this reality, he goes towards the boy selling newspapers. Then he finds the newspaper World being sold there. It carried the lead story about the President Cleveland and it dated June 11, 1894. President Cleveland was serving his second term as American president during 1893-97. Charlie immediately proceeded towards the ticket counter as he wanted to buy two tickets for Galesburg, a place where he had grown up as a schoolboy. He wished to return to this peaceful place along with his wife. However, he is not able to get the tickets as the currency he offers is not accepted by the clerk. In fact, he has to make a hasty retreat on getting threatened for cheating. The very next day, Charlie withdraws $300 from his bank and gets $200 in old style bills. This all worries his psychiatrist friend Sam, who actually does not believe in Charlie's ideas. Charlie actually thinks that he wants to return to the third level by boarding a train that would take him again to Galesburg. But unfortunately, he is not able to find the third level again at the Grand Central Railway Station. When Charlie shares all this experience with his wife Loisa, she gets pretty worried. In fact, she dissuades him to look further for the third level. Charlie then stops his search for the third level and resumes his routine of stamp collection. Life of Charlie once again takes a shift as he tells that he and his wife have started the search of the third level once again on weekends. They have begun this again as they have found proof of its existence. It was Sam's disappearance that had made them believe in the existence of the third level this time. Charlie recalls how one day he found a first day cover of stamp collection. It carried his grandfather's address in Galesburg and had a letter inside written by Sam. The letter was dated July 18, 1894 and had a 6-cent stamp on the cover which bore the picture of President Garfield. Sam confirms the presence of the third level in this letter and invites both Charlie and Loisa to join him at Galesburg. He advises them to continue their search for the third level till they find it. The story explores the science fiction genre of time travel. Jack Finney interweaves fantasy with reality while crafting a time travel story. Charlie, the central character, is a highly imaginative character who indulges in flight of fancy. At the same time, he is a true representative of modern man who remains anxious and stressed as the world has seen two world wars. Charlie wishes to be transported to the third level, the world of 1894, which was a much happier and quieter place. The story also deals with the theme of escapism. This acts not only as a psychological refuge from the grim present, but is also a desire to stay with the past. One can say that Jack Finney treats time in a very novel manner. The third level becomes a point where the past and present meet. One fine day, Charlie loses his way only to discover the third level of the Grand Central Station of New York. He realizes that he had reached in the year 1894. It is the period Charlie would want to be in. He wants to travel to Galesburg, a peaceful town where he had spent his childhood, a place where people enjoyed life, away from the anxieties of world wars. Even Sam has a desire to escape from stressful modern life. Sam even succeeds in crossing time and reaches this utopia where people listen music and enjoyed community life. Jack Finney leaves the story open ended for readers to wonder what the third level really is. Charlie finds proofs of its existence and is able to move back and forth in time, and his friend has already reached there. The author successfully transports us to a mysterious world where desires and reality are so strongly intertwined that it is difficult to separate them.